Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where we are currently working on getting our fleet finished up here, the Raging Sea. That currently needs roughly 50,000 alloys, and we're doing that to buy time for Ulasia to work on getting itself, well, up to date. This is all fully queued up here, but it's going to take time for it to work its way through all of this. It's going to be 2 months each. And I don't know that we're going to wait for the whole thing, but I at least want to wait for a little bit of it. So that's fine. We're at 2788 population right now, and that's definitely making very solid progress. What was this? A job on Abdrade. This is a mining station, and that's absolutely true that this should be a mining station. So let's put in a mineral purification plant here and max out these mining bays. There we go. And now we're not going to need any additional jobs built on Abdrade for a good long time. So we'll come back to that in approximately never. We'll probably never get those jobs finished before we wrap up this series. So that is absolutely okay. What else do we got going on down here? Okay, yeah, this all looks fine, although we're just about to get this colonized
New
in
frontiers
1 month.
established.
In fact, right now, actually. Cool. Sure, we can get that going. I didn't expect that based on the tooltip, but okay. That's absolutely fine. So we need a gene clinic, we need a city district, and then this toxic kelp needs to be cleared out. Perfect. And then, of course, there's the core, which is in need of housing, but this is a devastation issue. Once this devastation goes down enough, this will no longer be an issue. So that seems absolutely fine for right now. Nothing needed with our civilian ships, and let's just check through our orbital rings real quick here. Yeah, that all looks good. Okay, beautiful. So you can see here the differential between Whitburrell Station and Ulasia Station. Also, each one of these apparently need upgrades. That's pretty expensive. Specifically in terms of alloys. It's also going to be a fair amount of living metal.
Research complete.
72 living metal, huh? Okay, so the defense platform presumably auto-updated. Yeah, it's set to auto-upgrade, and it auto-upgraded to living reactive armor. So that is understood. For the moment, I think we're going to hold off on that. We know we're going to need 58 living reactive armor for this, and this is where our primary alloy expenditure is going. As far as upgrading each of these goes, it would be pretty brief to do, in theory, other than potentially the living reactive armor. Or I mean the living metal. The living metal might be potentially problematic, but there's advanced strike craft. That looks fine for now. What else do we need here? Well, Marauder missiles is the only non-repeatable tech remaining there, so let's get that out of the way. That'll be fine. Okay, now we do have a fair amount of energy credits. I want to buy alloys. This is a good price, and we want to immediately put that into work on our Raging Sea fleet. So that's going to be 4 battleships that were queued up there. I find it very unpredictable whether it tries to go from the cheapest to most expensive or most expensive to the cheapest. I'm not sure exactly why it is unpredictable, but it definitely is. Let's sell some rare crystals and some zero and some volatile motes. And are these selling? There we go. I guess we just didn't sell the zero. So that's fine. Now we've got enough for alloys again. Ooh, that was a good price on alloys. So we'll definitely buy some of those. And that will allow us to do up another 2. So that's 2 out of 9 battleships that we need for this fleet, and that is absolutely wonderful. Eventually, this will get finished, but it's going to take a little bit of time. We need to put a lot of alloys into there, and our monthly alloy growth is not phenomenal. It's going to continue to go down as well for the next little while, which is not ideal either. So that is definitely something that we would be Whoa, I just noticed that we're at 2798 pops now. We gained 10 pops. That's a lot of pops. Anybody need jobs? The answer to that is no. They pretty much were all instantly put to work. So that's good. I mean, we've got the core here that still needs housing, but that's down to just 2 at this point, and it's going to be fine. That's definitely not going to be an issue going forward. So I would definitely like to produce more alloys. There's no doubt about that. And some of that is going to happen. Like, Boundary is at 42% and does produce some alloys. This is a 42% reduction. The core produces some alloys as well and is at 63% devastation. So that's a reduction of like 63.58%. So we are going to see some growth in that regard. So that's understood. How's that price on alloys doing? It's low again. I love it.
Cleared.
So we'll get that going and we'll reinforce this
Our
fleet.
nation has come under attack.
Really? Again. Okay. This guy really thinks that he can handle this. Really, the only possible response to this is, bruh. Like, this is not going to happen. So, what we should do right away is we should just claim the shoal system. There we go. And I'm going to send 2 fleets. Just 2. We can put in a leader here. Sure, you'll do. And we can send these fleets in. They'll arrive here in a few days. So I'm not sure where this attack swarm is going to go. This has no orders right now, so we should probably move back to, like, Hope's End for the moment, unless... Hang on. We've built the orbital ring here, so I'm thinking that we move back to Gamma Valorum, and we begin building our orbital rings here. So we build an orbital ring there, and that'll be fine. Okay, so we're out of there, in theory, and we do need to set our war goal. So this is going to be Conquer Claim as our war goal. There we go. And we're going to be showing up here shortly. So we're going to take a few losses here, that's absolutely understood, and we're going to continue to reinforce this fleet. This will delay us a little bit, but it's not going to be hugely significant. But I don't understand why he thinks this is a good idea. It's very much not. Okay, so we'll be arriving here in about 45 days until we arrive at Shoal. That's looking good. I would definitely like to get more of these alloys coming in. In fact, there we go. That's fine. And let's continue to work on the Raging Sea for the moment. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 battleships. Okay. On the next month tick, we should be able to get our last battleship queued up, and that's going to be a significant chunk of our expenditure for this fleet done. There we go. Last battleship coming in. I like it. And we can see that the XT-489 assemblers are also sending some fleets in. This is wildly overkill. So they went up to a Masties. Okay.
Battling aggressor
Cool.
station.
So this station is 54k. Should not be too bad. It's sending out fighters, but we have massive point defense. That's not an issue. It's already down on its shields. And there goes its armor. Eventually its hull will go as well. There we go. Cool. And then there's our army here, which, by the way, we should send our army in. Looks like their fleet is on the way
Battle
over,
commenced.
so we're going to move our army up to Murist. And do they only have the one planet here? Yeah, so they've got Shoal 1, and that doesn't even need to be bombarded. Beautiful. They are shooting at us from long range here, so they'll do some damage there, but once we get closed in, this is not going to go well for them. This is only a fraction of our power that we're using on this as well. This is very, very dumb of them to declare this war. I don't know what they were thinking. It's very foolish. So we're going to need a few more alloys here. We'll buy those in. We're, of course, suffering a few losses here. That's to be expected. Nowhere near what they're suffering, though. And at this point, let's, honestly, let's just sit at their starbase. And let's bring our force in and land at Shoal. We'll arrive there eventually, but these guys are going to beat us here. They're probably going to take this, but we have the claim. It's fine. They can do that if they like. Okay, the fleet is arriving. Again, I don't know why they thought that they could do this. This is a very Very silly idea. I'm going to send the tidal wave up to get Amastes back, and then we'll bring it back to Shoal, and that'll be fine. I do want to get started working on some replenishment for the tsunami fleet. So we're absolutely going to work on that for a little bit here. We're going to need a bunch of alloys. Price on alloys is good, though. So we're going to continue to work on that. There we go. So there's a bunch of this stuff coming in. Looks good. So eventually we're going to go up and take Amastes back, and yeah, this system has become very laggy very quickly. Honestly, Shoal 1 is not going to last very long. That's for sure. Price on alloys is a bit higher than I would like it to be right now. We can sell some rare crystals, some zero, and some volatile motes, as well as probably some food, while we wait for this price to drop. It usually drops shortly after the month tick, when the AI starts selling off excess alloys. So we'll see if that happens. What was this? Oh, right, we took out the outpost. Beautiful. So we're going to be heading back now. That looks fantastic. And we can see, in order to fully reinforce here, this is not accurate. We need more than 8,711. We'll have to wait for more alloys to come in, but that is absolutely fine. Okay, so we've begun the planetary invasion out over here. This is very low frame rate because the entire Federation fleet is out here. They kind of overreacted, to be honest. So we're going to get this invasion completed, no problem, and these guys are going to stop declaring war on us. There's still the Utkavango Devourers out here, and that's fine. We don't really have any interest in attacking them. We don't have any direct borders, so as long as they don't attack us, whatever, right? It's completely okay.
New frontiers established.
So we are up over 2,800 pops at this point, and we just founded this colony, so let's get a gene clinic going there, as well as a habitation district. Beautiful. 2812. Our pops are growing nice and quickly. I like it. So let's see what we've got going on here. Pennick Prime needing a habitat upgrade. We can definitely do that. Anything else needing to happen here? Efriri Prime needing a job. Now this is set up as a refinery world, and I guess we could put an exotic gas refinery here, or a Ministry of Production. Actually, a Ministry of Production is kind of the way I want to go here. Yeah. So a Ministry of Production is definitely the thing that I want, so we'll do that. And we can turn this into a Forge World here, I'm thinking. So the main problem is that we're going to see a deficit of consumer goods, but it shouldn't be much. Yeah, that wasn't bad. That was like 6 consumer goods. Nice. So at this point, I want to take a look at Shoal here.
Aggressor colony
okay, there we go.
emancipated.
It's fully occupied. So at this point, we should be able to achieve war goals. But we must be the Federation president. So that's understood, but it's over, right? The Federation president has to be the one to decide that, but presumably it's over. Let's send these guys home. They don't need to do anything else. So the tsunami fleet still needs to be reinforced, and we can continue to work on that. There's another cruiser there. That'll bring us to 4 of 10. Okay. We accept your surrender. Beautiful. So the end of the Navonkan vestige, and we got Shoal. Now that puts us at 39 out of 38 star bases. We need to downgrade this one, so we're not paying the upkeep for that. There we go. And then we've got this planet here, right? And this is still very laggy until the fleet leaves. I want to look at the planet, though. Okay, I'm pausing the game here. It's still going to be quite laggy. I hit the pause button, and that took like 5 seconds to pause. Amazing. So devastation here is only 15%, and we've got 8 unemployment here. Okay, we should put in a gene clinic for sure. I don't think we need a habitation district here, but just a gene clinic for now would be reasonably fine. This is a planetary capital, which means that we can actually put in a Ministry of Production. So I want this to be, I think, an industrial world. We have a severe lack of industry at this moment, and something like that would be the way to go. Okay, cool. So that is all completed. Now the price of alloys is low again, so let's pour that into additional fleet reinforcement. So that is going to be 5 of our 10, or rather 5 of our 8 missing cruisers. So our battleships are replenished, our corvettes are replenished, and we're going to need 3 additional cruisers, and then like 9 destroyers to get this back. So that's not too bad. We can buy in again, and that tells us that we're going to need about 47,000 total alloys to get this all up to scratch. That's okay. So we're going to get these guys built. There's our 2 cruisers, as well as 2 of our 9 destroyers. So that'll be fine, and we're at 28 pops now. We are definitely seeing significant growth here, and the real goal, or rather the real gain, was this planet, and that'll be a big chunk of that. Rising unemployment. Yeah, this is fine. We're working on it. Order restored on the core. Excellent. That is very good. Cosmic alteration. Yes, that's completely normal. Okay, just checking through here quick to see if there was anything, and there was not. There is, however, this civilian ship not doing anything at Torfree's star. This means that we need to send out our colonization bugs. And then we're going to need to have a few alloys here for this construction ship to be able to build orbitals. So there's not that many orbitals that needs to be built here. There's a major here, there's a minor here, a minor over this way, and then a minor over here, and I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. So there we go, that'll be fine for now. I don't suppose we have any research to do up over here. Nope, no debris. Okay, that is fine. Price on alloys is a bit up there right now, so we can sell off some of this. We are negative on our energy credits for the moment, and is that due to this magnetic storm? Yes, it is on the D471 Singularity. So that makes a lot of sense. Okay, that's understood. So right now, of course, what we want to be doing is be continuing to replenish the tsunami fleet. So we can get that going. That's going to be a bunch of those destroyers. At this point, we're making 5 of them, and I think we had 2 previously, so we need just 2 more destroyers, and then the tsunami fleet will be fully maxed out. So that's excellent. We can actually buy more alloys and get that done right now. So that fleet is at full strength, and then we've got the tidal wave here. Now, this doesn't need all that much. We need a couple of cruisers and corvettes and destroyers, and that's it. So we'll get those done pretty quickly, in theory. Price on rare crystals, not great right now. I'm going to sell a few minerals and some food. But otherwise, I don't think I'm going to sell off anything at this time. We can buy more alloys, but this is not a great price. I would like to wait until that price drops. So that looks fine for the moment. And we can just continue to work on pumping out these additional ships. Cool. So this is all looking good for the time being. The tsunami fleet is, of course, completed, and we have a lot that we need to do in terms of alloys yet. Where exactly is our... Where is the ISS Star Quencher? Okay, let's move you right on up over here as well. Okay, there we go. That'll do just fine. Price on alloys is still up there, sadly. And I don't want to make any sales at this point either. Maybe food. Food is okay. But other than that, not right now. So we're going to need to wait for the price on alloys to come down. That's fine. Okay, D471 Singularity. We're not quite in Demi-Veto. This could potentially be bad, though, if this positions, like, right here and hits Whitburrel, Marquez, D471 Singularity, and Demi-Veto. That would be economically painful. No doubt about that. And this magnetic storm is up to 116 years of remaining duration. So that's going to be a while. No doubt about that. Well, we can get the tidal wave being worked on at this point. I don't know that that actually went. It did. It queued up like a Corvette. Sure. So these are the final 2 corvettes at this point. And then we're going to need a few destroyers, a couple cruisers. Not very much. We're just waiting for this price to come down, and I guess that's okay. So we can get that going then. That's going to be 3 of the 4 cruisers. Cool. Not too bad. So that'll all get finished up in the eventual times. Do we have all of the destroyers queued up? I don't think so. We're still going to need some destroyers. I'm 99% certain about that. Now we can sell some rare crystals and some zero and some volatile motes. The price is recovered okay. And some food, I guess. There we go. And I'd love to buy more alloys. And actually, yeah, the price is decent. So we'll do that. Okay, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 destroyers. So that brings us to 22 out of 25. All we should need here is 3 additional destroyers. We're getting very, very close on that. I love it. So, obviously, our alloy count is continuing to drop, right? Why are you idle? Why is there an idle corvette here? Why did you not get grouped in? Okay, whatever. I guess we'll just destroy it. Not ideal, for sure. Where was that supposed to go?
Blocker cleared.
I don't know. It got built in excess somehow. Weird. Maybe it had to do with moving the Star Quencher. That's a possibility, I think. Well, for now, these destroyers are going to get finished up shortly, and the price on alloys, not great at this time. We could potentially sell some dark matter, but I don't think that's a good idea. Minerals are, I guess, okay to sell. And we could sell a few exotic gases. That'll keep us going for a little bit. I'm not going to buy alloys at this price, though. 3.23? Yeah, I'm going to pass on that, thanks.
Founding a new home.
Okay, so this is all looking good. Now, of course, we're going to need to build an orbital ring around Shoal. So that's understood. So that'll be a few additional alloys. We're down to 210 alloys at this point. And most of that is because of our naval maintenance, to be clear. That is absolutely a significant issue. We'll get there. But that would take a while, in theory, and we're probably not actually going to get there. We're probably going to end the series before that becomes a problem. Most likely. So the price on rare crystals is creeping up, as is zero and volatile motes, so we'll make a sale on those pretty soon. But nobody's currently selling their alloys, which is a little bit unfortunate. I'd like to purchase in some. How are we doing on Ulasia? How's the construction on that going? Okay, 11 complete. Definitely making progress there. I like it. Boy, nobody's selling their alloys right now. Eventually it'll happen, right? But yeah, the market is just not very happy right now. Okay, well, we'll sell some zero, we'll sell some volatile motes and some rare crystals. That's okay for now. And I'd love to see this price come down. But as of right now, it's just chilling. We can, of course, build ourselves a single destroyer with what few alloys we produced. 200 alloy production is not very good. I'd like to be up around 1,000 at this time. But at least we're up to 2836 pops at this point, so that's something. And of course, a big part of the reason why that alloy expenditure is so high is because of upkeep on this station as well. That's not just energy credits. That's also like 70-some alloys per month, which is a significant chunk of our alloys.
Complete.
This magnetic storm is hurting us a lot, actually. So that's understood. Let's grab applied superconductivity for this next one, and we can go for, say, research speed. Yeah, that'll be good. Okay, price on alloys, it's come down, but it's not as low as I'd like to see. I'm still gonna buy, but I'm not happy about it. So we're going to reinforce this fleet. This fleet is now at full strength, so everything that we lost in that war has been replenished, and now all we need is 35 destroyers and 17 cruisers for the Raging Sea. So that's going to be roughly 32,500 alloys. Not too bad. We can get a little bit of this going anyway. So we'll get a couple of these cruisers made. And that was starbase capacity. Okay, that would have been nice to have a little bit ago. No doubt about that. Let's grab some naval capacity for right now, but that means that we can start upgrading an anchorage. And I'm going to do so up over here in Hosent, where we upgraded a bunch of our other anchorages. So let's get that going, and that will be absolutely fine. Now, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, hopefully I'll remember to actually upgrade this anchorage. That would be good. We do need to bring up our naval capacity. There's no doubt about that. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Andy McGar, Dark Horse, Xenocyte, Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, The Lounge STL, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.